I thank you very much for coming today, and you're going to let me talk to you a little bit about what I've done in my past career, and it's one of my early jobs. It's a major project. It was a touch-tone telephone with a touch-tone dial in it that I was involved in. To give you a little bit of background about it, I was in Speedway High School is where I graduated, and everybody goes to the 500-mile race is in the Speedway. I also graduated from Purdue in 1958 after spending 4 years in the Navy. I was recruited by Walston Electric, and I was a test set engineer until around 1961, and then I was at a meeting in New Jersey, and doing test set work at that time. And as I was talking, I wasn't talking as much as other people were that day. But anyway, they came into the room, the hotel people did, and they asked if there was a Dan Walston available. There was a phone call from Goodson Todman. And I knew the name sounded familiar, but I didn't know who it was at that point. But they called me out of the room. I talked to them on the phone and explained to them that they were the producers of the What's My Line show, and that they wanted to know if I could stay that weekend and be on their show that weekend. I said no, because my wife was home with a 2-year-old son who was sitting here in the front row. And a daughter that turned out to be born a few days later than this meeting I was in, January the 5th. I went back home from that meeting, and next Monday I guess it was, I went in and my bosses explained to me that I should pick a date for the What's My Line thing. So they called me again, and I picked a date, together we did. And on February the 2nd, there was going to be a show that was live, and I would be on the one that was going to be recorded for August, which was the month that the people that worked on the show were all on vacation. So that was fine with me, went fine to my wife at that point. But anyway, I did go to the show. They had a fellow assigned to take care of me and get us ready. The show had said we could bring friends to the show, and so I brought a friend that worked for the Bell Laboratories, had been a college friend, and he and his wife. By the way, there is one Bell Labs person that's in the room over here. Bill's his name, and Kelsler?
Bill Kiesler, my mother's name is Alice.
Okay. And so he was telling me a little bit about the projects he was on. So anyway, I'm trying to read him, but I don't want him correcting me. So. Anyway, that show, probably all of you have seen it at some time. Most of us are old enough, we've seen it. And there was a lot of people on it. And I'll talk a little bit later about that. I would like to show the show itself, which we can thank Goodson Todman, who donated all the shows to YouTube. And so it's available on YouTube, and that's where we got it for this show today. Is there any questions before we see the video? Okay. That is a picture of me at a young age of around 33, I think it is. And that was an AT&T display someplace, I don't remember where it was, and I was holding a touch-tone dial, a phone rather. Oops, now I'm going the wrong way, that's fine then, right? There's the comparison of what had been the rotary dial, been around for years. The touch-tone was, as you can see, a push button. Most of us have used a touch-tone type phone in the years since then. I'll talk a little bit about that later, not a whole lot. We also have, besides that, the introduction to the What's My Line, and if I press the button, it should
What's My Line? Brought to you by Kellogg's. Kellogg's Cereals. The best to you each morning from Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now let's all play What's My Line? And now from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
Thank you. And now a young man who is everybody's good neighbor, but particularly with Jack Lemmon in the new picture, Good Neighbor Sam, Robert Q. Lewis.
To continue the good neighbor policy, it's my pleasure to present the syndicated columnist whose column appears here in New York in the Journal American and all over the country, Dorothy Kilgallen.
My good neighbor is on my left, our Random House publisher, Bennett Cerf.
And here's our dauntless, debonair, slightly diabolic panel moderator, John Charles Daley.
That's slightly diabolic. It must be the August heat. Bob Lewis, nice to see you on the panel.
Thank you, John.
We have some interesting occupations to intrigue you, I trust, during the next half hour. We will also have a famous mystery guest before my friends on the panel a little bit later in the program, and we'll meet our first challenger after this. All right, let's see what our next challenger does to you or you do to our challenger. Will you enter and sign in, please? Dan Walston, right, sir? All right. Mr. Walston, where are you from, sir?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis, Indiana, right. May I present our panel, Mr. Walston? And will you join me here, and we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right, panel. Mr. Walston is salaried and deals in a product, and we'll begin the general questioning with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Mr. Walston, could I use your product?
Yes.
Do you think it would be likely that I would?
Yes, I do.
Could I carry it about?
To a certain extent.
I mean, I could...
Well, there's no question but that you could carry it
Oh.
about, and I think under some circumstances we'd assume that you probably do.
It is sometimes then found on the person.
No, I don't think so.
Not in the normal
No.
sense.
1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Sir.
Mr. Walston, is this product of yours alive or has it ever been alive?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it a product that would be found in the home?
Yes.
Is it a useful product?
Very.
Should a home have this product?
Yes.
Speak as a salesman. Is the product something that one would either sit on or lie on?
No.
No. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Lewis.
Well, let me, is there any chance that this product might possibly be edible?
No.
No. That's 4 down and 6 to go. Miss Kilgallen?
Is it solid rather than liquid?
Yes, it is.
If I carried this around, would it be because I would find it useful in different places?
Yes, I think
It
this
could
is
be
true.
used in more than one room in the home?
Yes.
Well, I would say there are circumstances under which we would agree that you would find it useful to be able to perambulate with the product, and there is no reason why it could not be done.
May I assume that this has nothing to do with firearms of any kind?
Yes, you may assume that.
So glad. Does it have any moving parts or movable parts?
Yes.
Does it make any sort of sound?
At times.
Just, yes.
Well, like when it's turned on, does it make sound?
When it's turned on, does it make sound?
When it's working, when it's doing whatever it does.
I think on the basis of the question as it was originally asked, it's now 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Sir.
I'm trying to rescue it.
Mr. Walston, if this product is in the home, would it usually be found in a certain particular part of the home?
No, I don't think so.
No. 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
You said it has moving parts. Is it made of metal?
Yes. The moving part is made of metal.
There is a moving part that is made of metal. Thank you very
Don't
much.
give them so
it's
much
no help at all. Would any of the parts be softer than metal?
Yes.
Is it anything that would be used in decorating the home to any extent?
I would agree that it's possible that it could have an element of decoration about it, but that certainly would not be the reason why you would have the product. So we'll give you a no. 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Lewis. Yeah, Ali, look out. That's the girl.
Is this a product that would be more used by the lady of the house than the gentleman of the house?
Mr. Walston, I don't know how brave a man you are, but I'm going to say no.
Oh, I got an idea. I got an idea.
Well, I tell you, we'll give you a half a no on it. You go ahead. It's one of those things we can't specifically answer. It is alleged that the distaff side have some interest in the product, but I know equally that the male of the species is equally interested.
Well, then, may I suggest that is this something I might readily hold in my hand?
Yes.
Is it possible that this... Wait a minute. We asked about turning it on and noise, and you said turning on, you got a no on that. I was thinking of an electric razor. I passed to Miss Dolly May over here.
All right, Miss Kilgallen.
Fine time you picked a pass.
I know.
You, John, if I may address the question to you, you and Mr. Walston agree that you associate this product more with the ladies than with the men.
Well, I would rather put it this way. I think tradition has it that the product is more identified with ladies, at least in its utilization, than with the men. I will not
ladies.
take...
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Oh.
I wouldn't take the responsibility for making that statement,
I
however.
see. Would this have anything that would to do with what would come under the general classification of the upkeep of the home?
No. 8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Sir.
I don't mean financial, John.
Oh, I know.
No.
Mr. Walston, is this product ever used by or for very little children?
Yes.
Son, it can be used by or for very little children. Yes.
Could babies use it? Or could it be used, I don't mean the babies themselves using it, would it be used in connection with the care, feeding, and upkeep of children?
Very, very nicely done, Betty. We would have to agree that there is a relationship here to the normal responsibilities of maintaining a baby, which would find some degree of utilization, I think, in the modern technology of our society. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Walton?
Does this product have any wheels on it?
No.
That makes it 9 down and 1 to go, Miss Francis.
Is there any electrical attachment to this product?
Yes.
What do you mean, oh?
Dorothy got a no when she asked what happens when you turn it on.
In order to use it properly, should it be electrically connected?
Yes.
Is it used at some seasons of the year more than other seasons of the year?
I don't think
I thought of a vacuum cleaner, but that would have to be...
It might be, but I could never prove it. You've been skirting all around this for some time. How's a telephone suit you all? Eh?
carry them around? You think of walkie-talkies?
There are people whose homes are built on the basis of jacks in every room in the house. And they
Quite
pick
right.
the phone up and they'll just jack it in every
Or
room that they
long
go
cords.
into. Or long
So
cords.
you walk around when you talk?
I don't think babies should use them.
I thought
And
that
now.
I thought that heads of big publishing houses like Random House had long cords. You know, I can see Bennett now walking all around
Now,
the
we
office
just
saying,
yell
"Publish
out,
that,
hey,
don't."
author!
But actually, the thing I wanted to ask you, should explain that Mr. Walston's an engineer with Western Electric and at their manufacturing plant in India. It's in Indianapolis.
That's correct.
What is the new development? That,
The push-button phone called Touch Tone, which is out at the World's Fair now.
I
hope you
saw
know.
it. It's
But-
marvelous.
but what is the principle here that you can actually get your number by
Yes,
pushing?
there's no more wheel to wind up. You just push the buttons, you hear an electrical tone fed back to the receiver.
I haven't wound a wheel in ages. What's the winding
Well,
of the wheel?
the dial.
Oh, dialing. I thought you meant winding.
The one wind.
Darcy, you are betraying your age.
I've seen them in old movies.
Yes. Dorothy's Christmas present from her good husband was one of those new telephones, the kind you just pick up. You know, clang, clang. You don't have to do it anymore. Nothing doesn't have a party line anymore either. Thanks, Mr. Walston. We had a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed your visit.
Just a few comments about the show, because it was a real fun time for me, and I got to see and meet some celebrities, I call them, all the people that you've seen so far. And the picture there,
And your mic.
so that's the picture instead of more talking. In that picture there, you'll see me and John Daley standing in back of the panelists, except the other panelist there is Buddy Hackett. He was on the other show that night, the live show. So let's see if I can change the pictures here, the way it goes.
Very young. But
No, not yet. I can't.
I can.
That is to remind me that the night of the broadcast, I had a few friends over at our house, and my wife and I entertained them about watching the show on TV. And this was taken on our black and white TV in our basement. So I just wanted to show that too. The people that I ran to and met at the night, on the other show, there was a fellow named Frank Nielsen, and he is the founder of Nielsen TV Ratings, and he's still doing the ratings on TV shows today, if he's still alive. I met him and Billy Spencer, the water skiers on this show, in the little room that they had, that they took us in and showed us what was going to happen and told us what we could and couldn't do. My main point at that point was to remember that it was going to be introduced in June of 1964, and this show was being shown in August of 1964. So in February, when we made this show, I had to talk in the right tense as to what was going on at the World's Fair. And that's it wasn't very hard to do, but it was just a little trick there that was I had to do. The rest of them got some special instructions to that, but not that much. And you've seen John Daley, Dorothy Kilgallen, Arlene Francis, Ben Cerf, Robert Q. Lewis, Carol Channing, and on the live show, that was the end show. I think there was another page or someplace. Buddy Hackett, and I talked about Frank Nelson. I also got to meet on the live show, the mystery guest that day was Carol Burnett. And while we were backstage, I was watching on the monitor, and she walked up and watched with me on the monitor. And we watched it, and she, at the end of the segment, she said, "That's really funny." And I said a brilliant, "Yeah." That's the only conversation I had with Carol Burnett. I want to make one other point, and then I'll close. I won $50 that night. That was
What'd you do with it?
That was a top prize that you could win on that show. and I was very happy with the $50, but I was a little bit embarrassed because there were other engineers that I was working with back then that didn't get the opportunity that I had to be on the show, so I took 4 of them to a lunch, and it cost me $40, and I had the other $10 to pay taxes that would be due on the $50. Anyway, it was a great experience. It got a lot of fun for me, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If there's any questions, I'll be happy to try and answer them. But yes, again.
Do the guests write their own names on the blackboard? Was that?
Yeah, that is my writing at my name, and they did the same. So, very good.
Dan, what kind of engineer are you?
I'm an electrical engineer.
Okay.
Most of my career has been management, however, after this start. Okay, I'm glad to see that so many of you came, and I appreciate you being here. And I would like to thank the people that helped us, Hannah and Ashley and Megan and the entire President Council is going to be doing this for a lot of other people. So there's another one next week scheduled, I know. And I think it's a great opportunity for all of us to get to know each other a little better. So I'll see you, and thank you for coming today.